Morning of the second day, on our way up the mountain, baby. So we circled around like our game plan for the morning, and the wind just wasn't perfect, so we didn't push it too hard. We're kind of doing a big circle with the wind to see if we can still find any deer in the area without busting them all out of here. So, not a foolproof plan, but we'll see if we can pick something up here shortly. Yeah, we're also hunting public, so there's a lot of hunters. Are we on public right now? We are on public. I really like you. I'm glad I got that uphill. It's a doe. We just kind of, it's right in the bottom. 200 yards. 200. This deer is like 400 yards away. It's right over in that flat there. Small buck. We just walked up on a huge buck. I think we're gonna try and put a sneak on him. We were just moving spots, maybe going back to the truck. And this buck stood up on this hill right here. It was just at 85 yards. We're gonna try and get closer. We came around a corner and this freaking giant mule deer, at least a 4x4, was walking parallel to us right alongside the hill. And we're trying to find it now because we came between some brush between us, and Terrel's up on the ridge right now, and I'm just trying to see if it bedded or if it kicked up the hill. It's a pretty steep hill, so we just gotta find this thing now. Okay, so Terrel can't find him up there. So I'm gonna do a circle around this ridge. And Terrel is gonna get up there and get ready in case the deer pops out. Runs back up the ridge almost like a drive, but the thing was moving pretty good when we saw him. Not smoke though, just a very light one. We should definitely get ice cream.
Yeah. That was crazy as shit.
So we couldn't pick the deer back up. We have no idea like where it went, just between us and the brush, which really wasn't that far. I mean, 100 yards to 150 by like the furthest point, but it's up this hill, and he could have potentially bedded down. I doubt it. Ran up the hill and just kind of booked it from there, but it's kind of flat up there, and we would have thought Terrel should have been able to see it at least, run in at the direction it was headed. So we're gonna make a loop, around here into the first draw we were on in the first morning, before we saw the big bucks the first morning, and see if he ran over to there, and if we can't pick him up again. Otherwise, we'll probably hop in the truck. So we decided to name the deer Houdini. It was Terrel's idea.
Yep. I Thanks,
but
young gravy.
but
We came in this morning, and right when we pulled into the rancher's property, we saw a decent forkhorn that we saw probably the first morning, and he crossed the parking spot essentially to the other side where we were the first evening. So we didn't feel like chasing him, but we've seen two or three deer now running around, so we've been just sitting up on these hay bales, glassing up, so we don't spook anything, walking in, seeing if we see him moving first this time. But if we don't see anything for a while, we'll probably go take a walk or something, so. This morning, we didn't see anything after we drove in and sat on the hay bales for a while. So we went the other way for a little climb, little hike.
bones scattered everywhere. Looks like maybe some wolves or coyotes. It's a pretty big animal. I don't know if it's a cow or something else. Pretty neat though. Would have been bedding right there. We just saw a doe in this big canyon here come up over the hill. Don't know really what spooked it. But that's about it pretty much for the rest of the morning, kind of, unfortunately, so. It's the last evening hunt of the trip. It's still pretty windy out. We see one antelope up here. Looks like a nice buck. It's fairly close. But we're gonna kind of do the same thing from the get-go and just start walking, cover some miles, and see what we can find, because I just haven't seemed to be moving too much in the evening around here. They must be either in a new spot or tucked away somewhere, so. More than 1,500 right now. Okay. So it's a ways. We gotta close the distance. Should we walk this all the way around, or should we get up here and walk it over? This is a nice drainage. Yeah. I mean, I would say that we'll stay in it until you think we need to take a different path. Shot? Oh. Hey, see that washout? I can't hear you. How many yards? 80 yards. Okay. He was at 80 yards. He was in that washout right there. Yeah. And like all you can see is his head. And like, there's no kill shot. And I just looked down to like measure if I got like 10 yards closer. And I looked up and he was already fucking barbecued up the hill. Oh my gosh. Man. God damn it. Well, we still, I mean, he's just in that next row. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll keep moving. Yeah. Wow. Good eye though, man. I'm not gonna hang it. I know.
blisters aren't feeling too good. And we're gonna go up like a next ridge and hope that they turn our way. Kinda got a 50% chance. So it's actually $3 there. 2 of them are pretty nice. I think Terrel would be happy with. So we'll see if we can match up with one of them again. Why did they spook so far away?
I don't know. They probably smelled us.
So, we ran into one hunter, and we tried to skirt him. And to get back on these deer, we ran into 2 more hunters. So, we're kind of bumming on that, but it was a lot of fun. It was a good stalk. We were just joking. We've seen probably as many nice shooter bucks in our book as we have does and other deer. So we're gonna keep an eye out still on the opposite side on the way back, but you never know. Terrel and I were just going over the stalk again too, and you probably can't see it too well, but the farthest ridge over there, with the power line pole, if you can see that, is where we started. We crossed this river and came all the way this way. Terrel's been getting a step count, so maybe we can add it up at one point and just see what we've done. Thanks to Carmen. But it'd be interesting to know what we walked for this whole trip. We're at 7,000 more steps than we would started. So somewhere around 17,000 steps for today.
Yeah.
But alright, the walk back begins.
Yeah, over now.
No. How many deer would have been dead by now if we were using a rifle? God, at least 2. Maybe more.
2, I mean,
If we did a long range shot, probably 4.
2. We've all been within 200 fucking yards.
Of everyone.
Everyone.
Pretty much.
Except that bedded one, it was 80 yards.
Yeah. I'm sure you would have missed that.
That stupid fucking tree branch, dude. It's only gonna get dark in like At least we'll cross the river in the daylight. Yeah, let's go get your antlers.
You know, as we make our way back, I really am able to reflect a lot on, you know, how fortunate we are to be able to go to a different state, utilize all these different public lands, and just put our abilities to the test on all these different animals. I think it makes everyone a better hunter when they're able to challenge themselves in many different areas. I want to thank Terrel for sure for having me out there in North Dakota. It was such an experience. I learned so much from a guy who is used to sitting in a tree stand all day. This was a really good opportunity and learning experience, and I know that probably for both of us, we're able to take a lot away from it. Even though we were unsuccessful, I look forward to hopefully doing this every year that I can. So I can't thank him enough. It was a great time. I hope you guys learned something as well, and we'll see you next time.